If your cooking skills are just limited to boiling eggs and making instant noodles, this episode is for you. For boys and men who cannot cook or comprehend what cooking is, watch this episode because this recipe is so simple and What's up guys, welcome to Chomping Champion. मैं हूं आपका दोस्त अनूप कामत. Today's recipe is again a breakfast recipe. It is so simple that anybody can cook it and it just takes few minutes. The ingredients we require are very few. Of course, eggs, we need spring onions, tomatoes, little bit of soya sauce and salt and oil for cooking. So let's start cooking. So first we'll chop the spring onions. I'm going to chop the spring onions in two ways. I'll keep this aside. I'll chop them fine first. We'll also chop this onion part of it. I think we have chopped the spring onion finely. Now we'll chop this part of the spring onion. We'll chop them into 1-inch pieces. I think that should be enough. So basically we need one large spring onion. The green part we are going to chop into 1-inch pieces and the small one into finer pieces. Now similarly tomatoes, we are going to chop them finely. Some of them. Couple of them. While cooking this will disintegrate, so we'll have to chop them into small pieces. I think we can take one more. I think this much of tomatoes will be enough. Now we'll chop the other tomatoes. I'll remove the top portion of the tomatoes. I'm just going to halve them and again going to halve them here. This is the kind of cut we are looking for. So we'll take one more. Just trim the top, cut it into half. We need more tomatoes which are cut into large pieces because this is going to add to the bulk of the dish. So I think this much of tomatoes is enough. You can see how much tomatoes we have which are finely cut. We have finely cut spring onions. That's a little bit. Then we have 1-inch pieces of the green portion of the spring onion. So I've taken 3 eggs in this bowl. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and just whisk it. I think that's fine. Let's keep it here. Now in a pan, let's heat up oil. So the pan is very hot now, so we'll pour oil. We're going to pour a little more oil. We need about 2 tablespoons of oil. The oil is very hot now. It has to be hot. We'll just pour this whisked egg mixture into this. Since the oil is very hot, we'll have a crispy edge to these eggs, but the top portion will be a little soft. Now we can remove this from the pan. The egg is not fully cooked, but you can see the crispy edges. This is the way we want it, so let's keep it aside. So here the oil is very hot. We'll just put the finely cut spring onions into this. The flame is now on low. We don't want the onions to get burned. Just give it a good stir. I think a minute or minute and a half of stirring is enough. We don't want the spring onions to discolor. We want this green and white of the onions. At this stage, we'll add the finely cut tomatoes. Here it goes. We'll just add little bit of salt, very little bit, because we are going to add soya sauce now, which again is salty. So here is soya sauce. Just a teaspoon of soya sauce. Now we'll cook this till the tomatoes are really mushy. This will take some time, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, but we have to be patient. Slowly give it a mix. Now the tomatoes are quite soft. So at this stage, what we'll do is we are going to transfer the egg back into the dish. So let's do that. We are going to cut this so that it will look like scrambled egg. Give it a nice mix, and then we are going to add the chopped tomatoes. Now we'll have to stir this for a couple of minutes. We don't want to cook the tomatoes till they're soft. We would still need a bite in the tomatoes. I think this is what we require. We are going to switch off the flame now, and then we'll add these spring onions, which are the 1-inch pieces. Just give it a stir. The dish is done. I'll transfer this Chinese style egg stir fry into this bowl. So guys, you saw how easy it was to make this dish. Chinese style egg stir fry. So very few ingredients here: tomatoes, spring onions, eggs, little bit of soya sauce, salt and oil. If you want to spice it up, I'm sure you can add paprika or Kashmiri chili powder or even black pepper. That's up to you. But before that, let's taste it. But for this dish, we don't need bread or a paratha to have this. You can have it with the bread and paratha, but otherwise this looks quite appetizing, and it's quite a filling dish with 3 eggs. 2 people can easily share it. So let me taste this. This is a big bite. So let's do it. dish is really tasting good. The prominent taste is of the spring onions and eggs, and then you bite into the tomatoes and you get to taste these juicy tomatoes. They are not fully cooked, so there is a bite and you will really love it. I hope you like this recipe. Please try this at home and let me know your experience in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get the notifications. Till the next episode, take care, be healthy and stay fit. Bye.